Carl. Carl is the
Yeah.
administrative coordinator for the school library systems at Eastern Suffolk BOCES. Carl, are you ready to share?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to stop sharing and I'll turn it over to you so you can start sharing whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hello, everyone, on this lovely Tuesday, and it's a sunny day.
Hi, Carl.
So, out in the Eastern Suffolk BOCES, school library system, we have a virtual reference collection. That's a collection that each district subscribes to. Let's see. Okay. To get to it, you can go to esboces.org/SLS, and then down on the lower left-hand side, there's an option for virtual reference collection. And when you go to that, it brings you to this page where you select on the pull down, you select your district in your school, and then you populate it with the username and password that the librarian has provided. In the old days when we were all in school, the students did this and they knew this quite well, and they still do. So what do you get with the virtual reference collection for Eastern Suffolk BOCES? We have 3 different types. We have an elementary, middle school, and high school. Novel New York databases are free from New York, paid for by a federal grant, and those are designated by the little blue icon of Novel New York. Those that are purchased through and by the school library system have the little red VRC icon by them, and you can see the numbers there. These are the vendors that you're getting. Vendors are those that provide those services, and you see there's quite a wide range. I'm going to be going live to show you what some of them look like, especially for the ELL population. But we also have on there music, we have interactive books. If you're in Suffolk as Suffolk County and your library participates with the Suffolk Cooperative Library System, you have library information is there as well, and there's also teaching books. These are examples of some of our Rosen ebooks that we have. We have 150 different titles, individual books in there. Unfortunately, they are not in multi-languages, but they are very colorful. They do read to you, and there are example lesson plans and sheets that you can use, or word shorts and graphic organizers. So it's quite an extensive collection, and it goes from character ed to American history to coding, immigration, Native Americans, and the list goes on. We also have royalty-free music available for those that want. In the old days, again, when we were back in school, as they were working on projects, they could do these as well. But even now, they can download these and put them into whatever presentations that they're working on. They come wide range of styles, tempos, and time lengths. They can go from 30 seconds to 60 seconds to over a minute. And on some of these, you can use those also in Google Slides. You just upload it and you can set it up as a loop to go through your presentation. Why do we want to use royalty-free music as opposed to just finding something or your favorite song on the internet? Well, basically, it's copyright violation. Especially if you're posting something on YouTube, you want to make sure that the music you have is what they call royalty-free. And that's what Sounds Abound is. We pay for the rights to be using them. They've paid the artists, and when the artists go into it, they know that it's going to be used for this purpose, as opposed to commercial music. Okay, and Teaching Books offers author and book resources, along with other special collections. And a QR code, once you get to the page, you can always pull it up with your phone for quick and easy QR code access. Just so you're aware, there are different template interfaces. They all do the same thing, they just look differently. This is our default blue color. There's a green one that a lot of our schools are starting to use. And there's also an elementary version. with the ELLs on each side and blocks. Okay, there's my contact information. Now what I like to do is, this is what it looks like live. If at any point you're visiting, you're talking to one of your students and they don't know how to get in, they can just email us, they can contact the school librarian, or they can go to SLS help at esboces.org. The three of us will get that email at our remote locations, and we can send a username and password back to them so they can get in. Some of the ones that you would like to point out for your ELL population. First off, we have, let me just go, it's easier if I just go by vendor. Actually, see, I can change it to vendor, there we go. So going down, Read It, as you can see right here from EBSCO Publishing, is straight out for ELL population. Britannica Escolar is totally in Spanish, but also you can use Britannica School, which will also change levels and also languages. Almost every database that we have in here, you can go to the upper right-hand corner and change the language that's there. So you can see there's quite a wide range of material, from health to science to history. One cool feature that one database that we have added is FactSite 123. So I'm just going to log in real quick. I go never for this website. So this is lingo. So if I go in here to say the elements, and then I go look at copper. So here's this in English. If I go to the upper right-hand corner, this little icon here with the A, I can click on it, and it changes it to Spanish. It does not read in Spanish yet. If I click over and I press the mouse button down, it gives me the results in English. If I go back up and I change it back to English, again, it will read back down in Spanish. Okay. That's just one of the many databases that we have. I'd also like to take you, and after I'm done sharing, I will put this in the chat for everyone. Here at Eastern Suffolk BOCES, we set up an educational resources page. Basically, we'd like to show you the Connecting to the World. On here, this came out in New York City yesterday. So it's a listing of all COVID-19 books that are free in multiple languages. And you can click on the cover and just go and look at them as you so please. And there's quite a few different languages and different age levels too. There's also, on the right-hand side, this authors and ebooks section that was put together. A lot of our authors can do read alouds, and they are doing so, so you can find some here. For your ELL population, down at the bottom, unfortunately, there's will books. They have quite a few titles. They have 1,000 titles in both English and Spanish. There, you click and read. There is no signing in. And you can look through everything else through here that you might find of interest. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via slshelp@esboces.org.